Again, 5:38 to begin the meeting. First item, roll call, establishment of quorum.
Cesar Peña Jr. present.
Javier Ramirez, present.
Mayor Rick Vera present. If I may have a motion, I'll go ahead and motion to excuse Mr. Hernandez and Ms. Flores. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item, invocation and pledge. We can stand up, our heads. Dear Lord Father, the Most High, come again to you, asking you, God, for guidance and deliverance as well. God, forgive us of our sins. Lord Heavenly Father, make us better people in your eyes. We are already righteous, and we're already winners because of you, Lord. We pray for our soldiers that are in a war. We also pray for the enemy too, Lord. Open their hearts and their minds so that we can all live at peace. We know that you're the only one that will truly bring peace. No Republican, no Democrat will ever do what you've ever done, and what you will continue to do in our minds and hearts. I ask you to guide us and take us to that other level in this town as well. All these things I ask in your precious and heavenly name. Amen. To the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Thank you. Next item, certified posting of agenda. Ms. Villarreal, Ms. Barrera, excuse me.
Yes, Mr. Mayor and council members, the agenda was duly posted as required by state law 3 business days prior to the meeting date.
Thank you. And for the record, when did that change, Annette? That was last year, maybe? So it used to be
This year?
September 1st?
Last year. Last year.
25, okay, yes. So, yeah, we used to post for 24 hours prior, 72. Well, now it's 72. It used to be, now it's 3 business days. Okay, there it is. 72, yes. Got it. Got it. All right, so just, that's why we do 3 business days now, not just the 72 hours. All right, any public comments? I didn't see any. All right, thank you. I know last time we had a meeting, we had a young lady, Ms. Requenes. We might want to bring her in because we had talked about also the posts, not the posts, but the water spouts. Really, I think we talked about that. Get it, the pipe, yeah, drain pipes, or the irrigation, right? We might do a little something there, and so we'll reach out to her. Who's gonna take care of reaching out to her, bringing her in? We can talk to her. Cesar. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Public hearing. So we go on into the next item, which is public hearing staffed by Planning Department. Mr. Rudy Flores, go ahead. 5:41 p.m. And I'll go ahead and read the first item. So the public hearing is, we don't need a motion or second, I just called it, right? We're good. 6.1, consideration for conditional use permit requested by Mr. Humberto Barajas for 1 year for the construction, to construct a new home on the property while living in a manufactured home on Greenland Acres, lot 201, 703 Greenland Circle North.
Yes, Mayor and Council. So this lot's located on the south side of Greenland Circle North, approximately 750 feet east of Greenway Avenue. The applicant is requesting a conditional use permit to construct a new home on the property while living in the existing manufactured home. So this lot currently just has the manufactured home on the property, and the adjacent land uses in the area are residential. Staff would not be able to approve this, and we would require a conditional use permit to allow the construction of a new home while there's an existing home on the property. After reviewing the site plan that was presented, it does identify that there would be enough space to remove the existing manufactured home after the new construction is complete. The conditional use permit would require the home to be removed prior to the issuance of the certificate of occupancy. And we did send letters to residents in the surrounding 200-foot radius, and we received 1 letter returned in favor. Staff recommends approval of the conditional use permit for 1 year with the condition that the structure is removed prior to the issuance of the certificate of occupancy. or at the time of the expiration of the permit.
That's fine. No, not,
After discussion, Planning and Zoning Board also recommended to approve the conditional use permit.
got it.
And we do have the owner here as well if there are any questions.
You're aware already, you went through planning and zoning, this went through planning and zoning?
Yes.
You're good? You're good, both of you. Welcome, thank you for, right, for building a home here. You already live here in Palm Beach, but thank you for staying here with us, all right? And help them, please, you know, be yourself with them, Rudy, and help them out. Thank you and congratulations. Anything else? Any owners, homeowners? All right, okay, no questions? All right, sure. And if you do, as things come up, you have Rudy or Joseph, right? That will walk you, guide you through everything. Thank you, Rudy. And you're upgrading, obviously, right? Okay. Next item, 6.2, under the same item, 6.2, consideration for request by Lydia Garza, located at 211 Showers Road, for a waiver from the minimum separation distance requirement of City Code Section 111.02, which prohibits the business from selling alcoholic beverages within 300 feet of a public school. I believe we had talked about this one before, right? So
Yes,
we're
we went
bringing
through
it back.
the conditional use permit prior to this, but it would require the waiver. So
Okay.
Ms. Garza is the owner of the event center, and she is requesting the waiver of the separation distance requirement of 300 feet from Cesar Chavez Middle School.
Got
It's
it.
the public school on 1927 Showers Road. The waiver, if granted, would allow the business to obtain a license to sell alcohol for on-premise consumption. And as per the code section, the city council may waive this requirement depending on various reasons there. It's not the best interest of the public, constitutes waste of efficient use of land or other resources, creates undue hardship, does not serve its intended purpose, or is not necessary or effective. So we did send letters as well on this one we sent 25 letters out to the residents in the 300-foot radius, and we did receive 4 letters returned in favor of this request.
Wow, okay,
And we do
good.
have the owner here as well, if there's any questions.
Yes, we had discussed earlier this year, right? Bringing
That's
this,
like it's un casino, huh? It's
a daycare?
dance hall.
Currently it's
Like
a
an event center.
daycare.
It's a daycare.
An adult daycare.
Okay, so,
But after hours.
After hours, they do
wouldn't
the
wanna
event.
use it.
yeah, so really alcohol is not served
During the day.
throughout the day. It's only like during special events.
Yes, of course, as soon as the daycare ends.
Can you
which
say
is-
your name and?
Yeah, Joan Moreno, she's my mother. So basically, the daycare ends at around 2:30, but officially 5 o'clock.
Okay.
And then after 6 o'clock, I believe, that's when the Lily's event starts, and that's when she wants to start hosting the event center, rent it out.
Anything else? Any other questions, comments, needs, concerns?
No, just basically, we've been working with them and we understand how close we are in the proximity of the school. But we do comparison with other businesses that have a similar problem. We would just like to have the same type of waiver. And of course, we respect the laws and the rules to continue, having the event center. And anything, it can be, if you guys have any questions or any concerns, I mean, I can answer them, but, as of right now, everything is just what we need to waiver,
All right,
okay?
we're good.
What did the committee just say? I mean,
They're
were they in
good.
favor or against?
The waiver doesn't go to planning and zoning?
Oh, it doesn't go to-
The conditional use permit does.
It just goes to the residents that live in the,
Yes, the
Gotcha.
school and the residents around the area.
gotcha.
All right,
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, at 5:48, end public hearing. On to item 6.3, discussion and possible action for a conditional use permit requested by Humberto Barajas for 1 year to construct a new home. On the aforementioned property we discussed earlier on item 6.1,
So move to approve.
I have a motion.
Second.
Second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. And item 6.4, discussion possible action for a request by Lydia Garza located at 211 Showers Road for the waiver of a minimum separation distance requirement.
So move.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, congratulations, and thank you for bringing another business to our city as well. And if there's anything we can help with, you know, both of you, residential and commercial, you know, we're all hands on deck, like one says. Thank you. God bless, good luck. Thank you all. Moving on to item 7 under consent agenda.
I so move to approve consent agenda items 7.1 to 7.4.
Thank you.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, and just for the record, items 7.1 is the approval of minutes, approval of a resolution for Hidalgo County for a grant, and then approval of another grant, I believe it was for the police department, PD, and then architect, invoice for our architect for our building of our fire station. And I believe that's it, just for the record. Item 8, under new business, discussion and possible action to accept the 2026 J. Frank Dobie Trust Grant in the amount of $9,000 for collection development, staffed by our library. Okay. Hey, we got $9,000 in grant money. Great.
He was notified, Irma Garza, Chief of Staff and Public Relations Officer, for the record. He was notified last week that they have been selected for this special grant that will be given officially to the city at the end of the month during one of their conferences. This is the first time that we apply for it, and he got it. He was notified immediately, and he's super excited. It's to increase our collection of books and materials for the library.
I so move to accept.
Second.
Motion second. Questions? Any other questions, input? Yes, send them our
No
best.
match.
No match.
No match.
Awesome, great. Is this a recurring, or is it like
Strings
every year?
attached.
No?
What are the
Okay,
strings
we'll,
and no strings attached.
We just have to read whatever books we buy.
all right.
You better read them.
We better.
We'll read them, yes.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Garza. Okay, so, that is awesome.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I got a little excited. We took a vote?
No, we just need to do a vote.
Okay, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Awesome, that is awesome. Item 8.2, discussion possible action on presenting and approving City of Palm View's annual audit for fiscal year ending September 30th, 2025. Mr. Garza.
Good afternoon, Mayor Commissioners. Today we have our audit to present to you. We have Adrian Webb from the accounting firm Adrian Webb here to present the 9/30/2025 fiscal year end period.
All right. Come on up, sir. Welcome. Show us the money.
You have two packets in front of you. One says for presentation only. That's the one, the report I'll be going over. The other bound copy is the full audit report,
Is a what?
is the full audit report.
Okay,
But we won't cover most of that during the
just
presentation.
give us the specifics and we'll dive into any questions, you know, if we have any.
I'm going to start on page 1, which on the top says Independent Auditor's Report. Overall, the City of Palmview received an unmodified opinion with no findings. There was one major change to the financial statements where it states emphasis of matter change in reporting entity. This is due to removing solid waste out of the general fund and putting it in a standalone enterprise fund.
So, and what caused that? Because I know we had it all together, and I have an answer, but just for the record, can you give us an explanation of why we had to separate the solid waste account from the city?
It's when it becomes self-sufficient on user charges and not on tax revenue.
Wow, thank you, good job. That was a good investment, so it's able to sustain itself, basically.
Yes.
What's the number? Is there a threshold? Like a certain amount of, so much money being generated that allows it or makes it, you know, requires it to be separated?
It's just an analysis on a year-to-year basis, and
Okay.
once you see it's sustaining itself,
It's growing.
you move it over.
It may not be a requirement, it's just how the preference of the entity, how you want to report it, but based on feedback we got from you guys and in talking with Ben, it's better for us for accounting purposes to keep it separate, especially when it is self-sustaining.
All right.
It was by choice, yeah.
Yeah.
The next page will be page
Thank you.
4, which is the balance sheet of the governmental funds. Total assets in the general fund was 10.393 million. Total liabilities was 1.446, resulting in a fund balance of 3.659 million. And of that 3.659 million, 3.406 is considered unassigned or unrestricted. Overall, in the total governmental funds, the fund balance is 15.302 million, but most of,
Where's that one at?
Page 4?
Oh, you're on 6. I was looking, I saw the first one, I saw the 10.9. But then I
on the
got-
balance sheet.
Page 6?
Well, he's looking at the last column.
Yeah, but he's on page 6. 15
Okay,
million?
last column, page 4?
Yes.
Yes, last column, page 4.
Fund?
So if you look on
Total governmental.
Yeah, the total governmental funds. So in total,
I see
talking
it.
about the whole city, including debt service, the CO funds, the,
I see it.
all our different funds.
I-
Combined, you're gonna have a total
Glad I
fund
brought my
balance.
reading glasses.
Yeah, I just got new ones.
Mr. Peña, thank you.
Okay.
So we're at toward the bottom, right, on the left, on the right side, the total governmental funds.
Yes.
Sí, correcto.
All right.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry, go ahead, Mr. Webb.
Yeah, so there's, 15.302 million. 3.406 is considered unrestricted, and the remaining, is it like 2.9 million, or 12.9 million is for construction, economic development, public safety, tourism, and debt service.
Correct.
A lot of that is money that we borrowed, like through the CO funds that we borrowed for those projects, but going back to the unrestricted, you said that was how much again?
It was 3.406 million.
Our fund balance.
Right, that's as of September 2025?
Yes.
September, yeah.
The next page is and on this page, the important numbers are total capital assets invested in the city, total to, and this is on governmental, not including the business type, is 13.467 million. Total long-term debt is 19.575 million. And then the pension-related liabilities are at about 809,000.
What was that? What liabilities?
The pension and,
Pension, oh, okay.
yes,
Our
and the
employees.
benefits, yes. The next page is page 6, and it's the income statement for the fund balance, or for the fund statements. The general fund had revenues of 11.631 million, total expenditures of 11.825. But of that 11.825, there was a capital outlay of 1,052,000. So that resulted in a decrease in fund balance, before other financing sources of 194,000.
What was that capital outlay? Ben, Mike, remember?
It could have been construction on,
It's for the
CIPs,
the lease.
capital improvement projects. Most likely it would have been paid for from CO funds, not from actual revenues coming in.
Okay.
So it doesn't look like we spent more than we brought in, it's just that those capital expenditures actually came from a different pool of funds.
Yes, and right underneath under there's a number for 978,000,
Okay,
and that's what paid for most of that capital outlay.
there it is. There it is.
So the total net change in fund balance was actually a positive 827,000. So general fund went from 2.832 million to 3.659 million. So it was a very good increase.
See, I know, that's
There was
a
a-
rainy day.
Yes.
Going back to COVID, before COVID, it was annual of the year, we weren't able to put money aside
For anything.
for fund balance, for reserves.
Hay dinero, Javier,
Since then, we've
gracias a
been able
Dios.
to put money aside, either finding other ways to fund expenditures, or just through good budgeting, strict budgeting, cutting back on expenses, but our revenues have grown, more than our expenses have, so we've been able to build that fund balance, and when we go out for bonds, it goes towards our bond rating. They wanna see how much money do you have in reserves, how many months of operation would you be able to cover with those reserves? And we adopted a policy that said we're gonna be growing that reserve balance, and it's continuing to grow.
Okay, so we're at a positive, what, 800?
It went up 800,000 just this last year.
Last million,
But
Javier.
when you add it to the existing, then it increases it to 3.6.
Okay. Gotcha. Good. Very good.
The next page will be the C4. And that's page 7. The important highlights on this page was total addition to capital assets was 1.75 million.
Capital assets, what was that one again? I'm sorry.
Additions to capital outlay was 1.75 million.
On the next page. Oh, on the next page. Page 7, exhibit C4.
Yes.
Got it.
And then there was a bond issuance and a lease issuance, and there was about 11.48 million for the bond and then 978,000 for the lease. And the total debt repayment was 1.959 million. The next page will be the D1, which is the statement for the solid waste, the balance sheet. Total assets and resources was 4.609 million. Total liabilities and inflows of resources was 4.88 million, resulting in a net deficit of 79,065. But of that deficit, the reason it's currently in a deficit is because the long-term debt exceeds the amount that's in capital assets. So this time, I think by this time next year for 2026, it should be a positive effect.
Not only that, Ben, or I guess both of you all, due to other funds, that's the expenditures that solid waste is paying city for administrative expenses. Right. So while it looked like the solid waste fund got kind of tapped out, so to speak, the city benefited by transferring about 800,000 to cover city administrative expenses. So the city was a plus 800 because of this. So solid waste, as we all know, has worked out well.
Oh, yeah.
The next page will be page 9, and that's the D2, which is the income statement.
D2, oh, I see it, yeah. Okay,
Total revenues was 1.75 million. Total expenditures was 1.535 million, resulting in an operating income of 214,000. Then non-operating revenues and expenses netted out to 533, resulting in a net income of 214,000. So this year it made 214,000.
that was after all expenses and
Yes.
tire rotations and diesel and everything else that goes with it.
And a depreciation expense of 266,000, which
Yes.
isn't actually a cash expense, so you could add that back, right?
Yes, and non-cash.
And just something to think about, I know we talked to Ben about it a couple of times. The delinquency also, we're still doing all right, but, what's our plan, Thank you all.
Thank you.
Just think about that one. I know y'all are looking at it as well. That's it. We got another truck on the way. And we're gonna expand, or we've already began to expand also commercial.
The next page is the budget, which is on page 10 of the general fund. Overall, the expenditures were under budget by 611,000. So nothing was over budget, there was nothing to report, so the budget was appropriate and all the amendments that took place were correct.
So on point, on
Yes.
point.
And then page 11 is just internal control editor, just state that there was no findings and either material or significant or no compliance issues. So there's no findings, compliances, or anything of that nature.
So we finally, we hired a full-time, who's been with us full-time, right? And we didn't have, the city never had one. I think you did a couple for us, bless you. I think you did a couple for us. Were you with us back about 5, 6 years ago, 7 years ago,
Yes. Yeah.
right?
Yes.
We didn't have a finance, you know, a director.
Yes, you can tell the difference.
So
It's much smoother.
We saved a little, but then we wound up paying it to him at the end. It's all right, it's all good. It was unqualified, and that's all that's important, right? Or what is it? Is that what it's called, unmodified or unqualified? Unmodified.
So give us a little, so that's my last question, again. What is the, or unless you guys, also you guys got questions. We used to do a modified or a qualified audit here before 8, 10, 12 years ago.
No, Ricky, 10, 12 years ago, we wouldn't have had a.
No, we did.
Non-modified.
We, not this, exactly, not this, which is what we're, but it was another one. It was called a qualified or what?
And usually that's, for you guys, I think
It sounds pretty.
it's fixed assets. Probably they didn't have backup for fixed assets. And I think that was the issue, that there was no backup for the entire fixed asset schedule.
Fixed
I'm not
assets.
sure if that's what it was, but that's usually what most
Because we
cities.
would always do them, and it sounded pretty, but then it.
Yeah, everyone
it
thinks
didn't-
qualified's the good one.
It didn't take us to that other where we need to be, you know? And so we started, what, maybe 6 years ago, doing an unmodified
Well,
or unqualified.
but that depends on what you all find, right?
Yes, and what's provided.
Whether it's modified or unmodified, that we don't know until they finish their job. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah, when it's qualified, it means all the support in a few areas wasn't provided.
Any room for improvement?
Always.
I think just, yeah, has been very, very good. So as long as he starts taking more controls of the financials and do his job, he's really
Crack that
good.
whip on it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say control. but,
Keep the books up to date
Yes.
so that when Adrian Webb comes in, it makes his job a lot easier.
Yeah, I know you came in during crunch time, right?
Ben does that, right? Mr. Garza?
He caught up pretty quick, you and Areli.
Adeli, I gotta give credit to my staff as well, and the directors, they've been submitting stuff on a timely basis now, right? Everybody's keeping up to date, understanding what the finance department needs from them. So, altogether as a team, we're all working that together. But what Adrian is referring to is that usually the client does the entire books and hands them the report.
Right.
And all he does is check the report. I haven't got to that stage yet. We're still trying to figure out, well, he's gonna share his software with me to see how his work, so I can understand it, see how it works, and hopefully next year I can just do that. Just by giving him here's my books, I'm done.
Right.
He's just gotta check.
What will that mean for the city?
It's just, that's the way.
Cheaper.
That's the way an audit is supposed to work. The auditor shouldn't be putting this book together, it should be the client, us.
We.
Yeah.
So that's gonna happen. It's gonna start happening like tomorrow morning.
Yes, he said he was gonna share his software with me so I can dig deep into it and understand it.
And learn about it.
It'll make it easier on everybody except you, Mr. Garza.
No, it'll probably be easy, actually.
Now, when you came in, we were a little bit behind because the previous person we had there had kind of fumbled he fell behind.
Yeah.
And then he took off and he left you with but you fill those shoes pretty quick. And you took that, it wasn't a bull. A hornless bull. You took the hornless bull.
It was a billy goat.
It made some T-bones.
Nevertheless, you took it by the horn.
Jose, we're smiling up here, which is great. And thank all of you guys, thank all of you, Sergio and all of Cesar for bringing that department. I mean, you're listening to everything that is happening. And, all of you guys, chief, all of you, everybody that's department heads, this helps, right? It helps our city. You heard the fund balance, which is another plus. And we can breathe a little easier, a little better, knowing that our coffers are in good hands, in good shape, healthy. Thank you guys, all of you, Mr. Webb as well for,
Not an action item, right? No.
yeah, thank you guys.
Huh?
Appreciate you guys. Any input, Mr. Peña?
Yeah, this is,
Just,
So it's it's an action item?
yes, just so y'all know, I think, then if you can back me up on this, the state passed a law on September, right, or when was it, that we have to approve our audit by March 31st?
That's why we're
Well,
having
we
it
can approve it
today.
now then?
yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I so move to approve.
No, I second.
Motion, a second. Any other questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you.
It just says presentation on there, so.
8.2, 8.2. Yeah, 8.2, you're looking at 8.3.
Oh, shoot, I'm looking at 8.3, my bad.
You're okay, that's happening.
Sorry
to me
about
too.
that.
Next item,
I had checked it off and I shouldn't have.
8.3, presentation of investments and investment earnings report as of December 31st.
Yes, thank you, Mayor and city commissioners. You have in front of you on a sheet of paper that says
Yes.
City of Palmview investment size,
8.3.
investment earnings. So this is our investment earnings report for the first quarter of the fiscal year 25-26. And our investments, total of all funds, we have $15,950,657 in investments. 13 million of that is in tax pool, earning about 3.8 to 4% of interest. And the rest of it is in our bank accounts of 2.4 million. And that's earning a little bit less interest, but that's really for operating funds that we need that liquid cash quick to pay out our bills. Below that, you have the section of earnings for the month of October, November, and December. And as you can see, in those 3 months, the total earnings that we received in interest alone was $139,922. Of that, $123,002 was in the general fund alone. Again, the interest rates started off in October at 4.1%. You can see below there the average daily tax pool rate, and then it starts declining, and it's on a decline right now. And the estimated decline at the end of this calendar year will be about 3.4 to 3.5%. So our interest earnings is going to go down slightly, but we're trying to maximize our earnings, but responsibly and conservatively as well.
Question, Mr. Garza.
Yes.
The checking account is our fund balance?
No, sir, that's just our actual cash.
Our
It's
actual
a cash. This is our actual cash that we have.
And then
on hand.
the tax pool is,
It's just an investment company
fire
that,
station.
it's like a big CD that we can put, but they're, we invest, and they invest our monies into other things that are at low risk, not high risk investments.
that's
based
what,
on our,
that's the 3.8 now.
correct.
Like you heard from the audit, we have about, was it $3.5 million in reserves. We don't keep it all in the bank. We don't need it all to operate. We only keep enough to operate. The rest we put in the tax pool account. Same thing with the CO funds that we borrowed, 11 million. We don't need it right now. So while we're waiting, we put a vast majority into the tax pool, pull it with other funds, with other counties, with other entities, make interest, and then when we're ready, we pull it into our general fund to start cutting checks.
Is there any penalties for pulling it, or?
No, that's part of, yeah. There's other investments that you could put it into that would have penalties that are long-term, but I think finance is really good about, forecasting our cash flows for the future. In 6 months, we're gonna need this, so we need to pull it out. We can't leave it that, on a longer one. So 123,000 in 3 months.
Not bad.
That's it for my presentation.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you. 8.4, discussion and possible action to approve preliminary plat for Mandalay subdivision. Staffed by Mr. Flores.
Yes, Mayor and Council, so Mandalay subdivision is a one-lot subdivision located on the south side of Veterans Boulevard, approximately 1,800 feet west of Benson Palm Drive. Staff has identified comments for this plat, and we're waiting on the city engineer to provide his comments so we can provide everything to the developer's engineer. Staff does recommend approval in preliminary form, subject to the comments that were identified. And after discussion, planning and zoning also voted to approve the preliminary plat.
Those are the apartments, right?
Mandalay Apartments, yes.
Future apartments here across the street, a little bit further.
Right here, you better, okay.
Want to use the main street.
Yeah, it's sewer.
Sewer. Yeah.
So you're good with it?
The subdivision plat, yes,
And that's what this is? It's, they're replatting it?
yes.
They're,
yes,
they're gonna do those 2 acres on the frontage and then whatever, 3, whatever.
They're only doing one lot at this time. They
One?
don't, the other,
How many acres is that, the first lot?
4,
And then the 1 acre up in the frontage?
yes. But that one, they're not included in this plat right now.
So move to.
Motion,
Second?
second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Motion carries. Keep us posted.
It's just preliminary.
Just keep us posted. I know we were gonna do the sewer thing on it. We're gonna, that's fine. Good. Perfect. Item 8.5, discussion and possible action to approve preliminary plat for Palma Vista Community Development Subdivision.
Yes, so this subdivision is a one-lot subdivision. It's located on the west side of Benson Palm, approximately 1,390 feet south of the frontage of Interstate 2. Staff has identified the comments for this plat, and we're also waiting for the engineer to provide their comments so we can provide everything to the developer's engineer.
What do they plan to do there?
Not where the credit union is in those fourplexes.
Subdivision?
Right behind it is the Date, the old Date property.
Oh.
They make those condos, those townhomes,
Okay.
but they
Yes.
lost.
So move
Yes.
to approve.
Second?
Motion second. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 8.6, discussion and possible action to approve an ordinance to amend fiscal year 2025-26 budget, including changes to the salary schedule to delete the vacancy for firefighter/EMT basic and to create a new position for paramedic.
So Mayor, as y'all may recall, Chief Alanis, he's out of town right now, but he mentioned at a last meeting, you know, in an effort to stay competitive and recruit paramedics, you know, we have this vacancies for EMT basic, looking to delete that and create a paramedic. It'll keep us competitive and allow us to provide the highest standard of emergency services responses with, again, when you have paramedics on staff, you respond to a call, that's MICU, that's the highest level of service. We had sponsored 3 candidates of existing EMT basics to become paramedics, and those certifications are still pending. They're going through the process, and it looks like it's going to take some time. So this will allow us to staff another paramedic as we continue to go through the process. The ordinance that you have before you that Finance put together is the impact. It's the only change that we're making. So we're taking the difference between an EMT basic and a paramedic. We're funding it from 21,000 from contingencies. It's for the full year that now we're not going to have the expenditure of the full year because we're filling it, you know, we're a quarter in already or more than a quarter in. So we'll have savings at the end of the year, but nonetheless, for budgetary purposes, we're funding the full position, the full amount.
We're using 1 position FTE.
Right.
Right, from fire, converting it to paramedic.
Right.
So move to approve.
Second?
Second, questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. 8.7, discussion possible action on ad comp software for municipal court, staffed by our municipal court. Ms. Yvette?
Good afternoon, Mayor, council members. I don't know if you have the documents entered. I've been trying to get this approved for a couple of years now. This is a new software
Okay.
for our court system. We want to go away with what we currently have and minimize the call volume that we receive. This is a new software. It will save us versus what we have right now with Tyler. And it offers a lot of new options for people to pay online. We can save on we can save on the scofflaw, we can save on warrants getting active, because as soon as they receive a ticket, the client will automatically receive a text message right after they receive. I believe I submitted the,
We don't have it.
you know,
Are you able to find it on the, yeah, on the agenda packet, are you able to find it?
On the electronic,
yes.
On the reports?
bueno, go ahead.
I need to look at my phone.
Pues vamos a tener que-
We'll see if we can get on the screen. But basically, it's connected to the ticket writer system. When somebody gets pulled over, Chief got a grant a few years ago to give them electronic ticket writers to not have to manually write them. So this kind of expands on that. It's still electronic, but this platform with that, they take it a step further. You know, instead of the person, can get a QR code or something, or they can get a text, and then boom, they click it, boom, they got their ticket information.
right there on
They
the
can pay
spot.
right then and there.
And not have to be waiting.
Right now, they currently have to be calling us to verify their balances, even if they have done pleas and judgments already with the judge, they still have to call us to make sure that the balances
Okay,
are.
who's,
Page before?
Yes.
who's using this
Page
system?
before?
Right now, a lot of
Right
the
there.
municipalities have already joined.
Is that the comparison?
That's the comparison.
Can you walk us through that, Yvette, please?
They put zoom in on the cost. That's the main one.
What are we paying now, and what
Yes.
would we pay with that call?
Yes. Right now with Tyler, we would be paying 11,000 a
A
year.
year?
Yes, a year.
And what are we paying for the system that we use now?
That's what we're paying right now,
Oh,
sir.
11,000,
Almost
so it'd be
12,000,
5,000 more.
yes, versus 9,500. Now, we would have to change from Brazos, which we currently use for the officers. We would have to change to the New Blue.
The officers use the like little devices. They're not cell phones or anything, they're just actual devices. And with this new platform, it works off like a cellular service. So we'll get T-Mobile devices, we'll get the devices for free from T-Mobile. They'll just have to pay for the monthly subscription service, but the officers will have these phones to be able to do the
And
the
does that
things we're
include the monthly subscription?
The monthly
It's-
subscription?
What is the new?
It's
Brazos
there.
is something else.
Brazos is, right now, we currently only have 4 devices, and we're still entering manual tickets because of the officers not having enough units.
I see, yes, there's only 4 of them.
It's only 4 right now.
So with this,
So, with this, we would
wouldn't have
get
to worry.
12, plus we can also use the 4 that we currently have. A total of
So total
16 devices.
16?
Yes, sir.
And how many
Officers
police officers do we have?
on shift?
On
what?
shift,
How
on
many
free
patrol
shift.
cars do?
Depends, because sometimes you have like the step grant working, and you can have 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, plus the ones already working on patrol.
We'll say, like,
So
let's say-
to be on the safe side, that's why we calculated with Mr. Leo and Chief to have a total of 16.
16, but
Yes.
they swap or so they do
Yes,
like,
as soon
somebody
as the
comes
officer
hey,
comes
here's
in, yes,
this. Everybody's gonna have one when they're out there.
yes, sir. No more handwritten
I so moved to
tickets.
approve.
How many patrol cars do we have?
Patrol cars, how many?
13 or 14?
So those are, but not all of them are out.
Cars and trucks, that includes trucks as well? Yes, sir. About 14. So it'll be one for each.
Yes,
Everybody will
yes,
have
so,
one.
Unit, we don't have any, it's for the officer, it's gotta be in a electronic device.
Because it's
Right now
mobile,
with
they
the
take
current-
with them.
The current system we have with the court system is you only have 4 devices on,
with
spread out
Brazos,
between those 16 patrol cars.
yes.
So they
And
all
hand-
can't do electronic.
Yeah, and handheld
So with
written
this
tickets.
software that you're telling us is that no officer's gonna be out there without that electronic device.
Exactly,
Everything will be electronic.
yes, sir.
And then
Is
when
that
they
the
call,
idea?
and
They
then,
don't have to call us anymore because they'll automatically receive a text message with their balance. And they can even do arrangements on the system. They have
But
24
that's when the
hour.
customer
this will
gets
be-
the ticket and decides to go and make an
Yes.
account? Or
Ma-
you,
No,
or when
they,
you guys
instead
receive
of,
it, will-
instead of coming to court, that they have to sign and everything, they're gonna have, it's more accessible for the person that's getting the ticket.
Yeah,
They can
pay
do,
right
They
there
can
online.
click and pay, they don't have to
Yes.
create account, username, password, nothing. They
Exactly.
click, pay, they can make arrangements. If they don't pay, they'll get a reminder that says, hey, you
Yes.
haven't paid.
But
if,
our
if they,
court-
if they decide to do an extension, the system will automatically text them when the extension payment is getting close by. Any questions that they have, they can call 24 hours a day.
hey, what if they don't pay, like, you know, and they get a warrant?
That's what we wanna go away with, sir,
Okay.
with this.
You wanna do away with
Yeah,
what?
but what
With the
happened-
warrants getting added to the customers because
correct.
they're
Now,
getting
but
But if it
fined
happens,
more.
But if it
It
happens,
happens, yes, it happens,
so-
but they will get the reminder.
The
Now,
system
will we
give
be
them a
looking out
reminder
for
too?
those cars out there, or do they have to have some kind of traffic violation? For us to pull them over?
No, yeah,
Same.
it's,
It's the
that
same.
will still work the same.
It's the same.
The ones that will-
Hey, you're not gonna go out there and specifically, hey, let's see if this
No.
guy comes out.
Correct.
No,
No.
The only thing is this system, you get stops.
And they'll check.
They'll give you a card with a QR code. That's where they scan that. Correct. Right? And once that happens, it keeps sending reminders like over. Like
See,
that-
they're gonna
that's
come
the
pay.
purpose of
Like it.
Yeah.
or they'll pay on
Okay,
it.
what, okay, so the next question is, how, it'll send it to them once they get on that QR code. So let's say I don't have a phone and I get pulled over, or not me, I don't wanna put.
They can give them a printout too.
Somebody
Yeah.
gets pulled over and they don't have a phone.
We have mobile printers, and
Yes.
we will still be able to, have a print option, just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case, like, a person that does not have a cell phone too.
Or doesn't want to give it to you, or doesn't want to tell you they have one, like,
Yeah.
So a ticket will be given, and they'll receive the ticket on their phone.
In a QR
Yes,
code
yes.
on a card, that's it.
On a
No más, el
card.
QR
Yes.
code, they scan
So
it.
they still
y ahí
get
te va
some
a
type
decir.
of physical paperwork.
Yes.
No more paperwork.
No more paperwork, but it's a
It's not
QR
gonna be
code.
a ticket, well, it's a ticket, but
Once you
it's,
scan it, everything will come up on your phone, and it's downloadable PDF, like you'll have your own citation. The whole 9 yards. Of course,
I've already,
That sounds like it's gonna
We
be
had- we-
streamlined.
we had a motion.
Pretty-
It's,
A second, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried, this sounds good.
Thank
Sounds
you.
good.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
thank you, Yvette,
Not much.
very good.
Yes, thank you. No. 8.8, presentation on monthly reports. Are any questions on monthly reports?
We do want to highlight one item. Of course, staff is here. Rick, can you join us up front? Staff is here to answer any questions, but we do want to highlight one item. As you all recall, we've been talking about capital project tracking software. Is there anything that we can show the public to let them know, hey, what's going on with the fire station, with the park, with the big projects, where their money is being utilized? So we subscribe to a service through our finance provider that we use for our budget. They have a platform called Capital Project Software. So we're highlighting about 6 projects, which is the fire station, the Marla Park, and the 2 drainage GLO grant projects, as well as the East Goodwin paving. We're ready to go live. We wanted to show it with you guys first to get some feedback before we go live on this platform. But basically what you're seeing on the screen is what the public will see. They'll see a list of projects to the left that shows the projects and where they're located on a map. So, you see the projects of interest. We can expand on these, or we can, put less projects if you'd like to. We're going to look at the Marla Park project. So when they click on that Marla project, they'll see some pictures, the diagram, the day out. They're going to see the budget. I'm going to have to get up here. How much of the
Can't
budget?
get more transparent than that.
Yeah, and then you can see a breakdown. That's the financial tab, for the project total. It's 1 million. We spent about 250,000 so far, spent out to date. How much was pre-construction? How much was the design phases, which is the architects? The construction of board is that purple one. That's the biggest one. Now, we haven't spent all of it, obviously, because we just started. We're on the lower part of it. So we spent about 64,000 out of the 700,000 that we have. If we go back, if we look on the left for timeline, you'll actually see a pretty neat graph, a timeline of where it is. As you can see, earlier this year, last year, we were in the pre-construction and planning phase. Then we moved to the design phase. Now we're in the procurement phase. We already finished that as well. So we are now in the construction phase that started in December of 2025. We expect that to go through July. We're about 9% complete, so it kind of shows you where you are in the project in terms of how far are you on the schedule and how far are you on the budget as well. These are actually the list of kind of like timelines. What do you call them? Points when you reach something.
Milestone?
Milestones, yes, milestone. Environmental, done. Smart design, done. So all these tasks are there, and as they get done, Rick or somebody will go in there and update it, and it adds to your progress. So now we're 11% in, now we're 15% in, now we're 20% in, and so forth. So again, this is something that we've been working on for the last few months. As you can see, for example, we're 34% complete in terms of progress for the park. But of our budget, we're 26% complete. Our budget is about 1 million. 1 million, we spent about 234,000 because we're in the bulk of it. The biggest is the construction, obviously, and that's where we're at right now. It just started. We've done a few payouts for Southern remodeling to get them started, but the bigger expenditures are coming along the way. Going back to the top, we have photos as well. We'll look at photos. We're going to be up right now. We just have the layout, but this is going to be updated. Josh every week is going to be giving us progress reports. He's actually already started that. He's giving us good progress reports of what's going on the field with photos. So we're going to be uploading that here as well, so the public can see that. As things are happening, they'll have dates, they'll have time stamps. You'll see that before and after. And again, the last thing is the map, which again, that'll show you where in the city this is at. Josh is part of this process as well. He's feeding us that information so we could get it updated. Any financial stuff will go through Ben, and we'll update that as well. If we're making payments, it'll be updated here so the public can see that. Again, this goes to transparency. It's their tax dollars that are being utilized to pay back these funds that we borrowed. And it's a way of getting out to the community, where their monies are going. So if you guys have any questions or thoughts, let us know, because we're hoping to go live by the end of the week. We just got to do the same for the fire station project. We're working on that, and that'll be our next hurdle, our next challenge, I guess.
All right, good.
This is all driven through the website, right?
Right, it's a website that they'll click on. There's a back end to it where we do it internally. It's our system, we feed the information. They have the public site, and they can go to our homepage, or we'll have Isidro start pushing it on social media. Hey, Facebook, come click here, and you can see the progress, and they'll see the list of the projects, and they choose a project that they want to see. It's all web-based, yes. But that's what we have on this front, unless they have any questions or any for any other departments that we have here as well. Josh is here also, if anybody wants to get an update on either one of the projects, that you all can see they're moving ground, they've set up the perimeter. On the monthly reports, we can ask Josh questions if you guys would like. We don't have any executive session items, so once we're done here, we will be done with the meeting, so.
All right, any questions? Any ideas or questions? I know GIS has done real good for our city. I think it's money well spent there, man. So appreciate you. How's your back, sir? Good. He's doing some back-breaking work. No, Rick, thank you. Appreciate you. Do departments, they come and look for PD? Are we involved with GIS as well with tickets?
I know when Rachel was here, we had talked about it. Once she left, I didn't really have a direct contact with them, but it's really just a matter of me sitting with them, and I think GIS has value for every department, so it's just a matter of really whatever any department head has, any ideas, they can give them to me, abstract, an idea that they have, and I could try to put together an app, an application that helps them with.
Like who's paying and not paying the trash service? Trash?
Well, like at the beginning of trash, when we first started rolling out trash, GIS was important, and we compared Republic Services data to what we were gonna take out, so we were able to see, accounts that weren't paying their right bins, but it's been involved with that too.
Remind me to ask you after we end this meeting about the
We've seen it hard at work with you and what that technology, is it a lot of AI?
This past year, they've started adding a lot more AI integration, but from what I've seen, it's just basically, it doesn't do the work as well as being able to actually sit and talk with somebody and get, like the small things that they notice when you work day to day. AI doesn't really like pick up on those things because, that's like the human side of this job.
Like if they're lying to you, you won't be able to see it.
No? Yeah. Wow. No, I know with our lights, I know you had, hey, Rudy, right? We're like, hey, we need these streets, we need these streets, we need this. Anything that comes to mind, that make you all's work more efficient.
Yeah, really anything, any director has, just bring me an idea and I could put something together.
The library, how many kids, how many adults, how many,
That's ready, actually, I gotta get that to you.
Good.
All right, so thank you, I appreciate you very much. And yeah, you're gonna unveil it when, next week? Friday?
Friday or next week.
Wow, okay, great.
Just update the other projects, but yeah, I can do it as Friday or next week.
Wow, all right, thank you, appreciate you guys very much.
Thank you.
And Ms. Garza, thank you, I was reading through this, this is good.
We're done here.
Monthly report. 8.8 was the presentation of monthly reports, and we just went over that as well right now. Any other questions?
Nothing for executive?
Unless you need to consult with the then on pending or potential litigation, we're good.
No, there was just one under the street, the painting of the street.
Oh.
But that's not an executive, an item. That's not an item.
So what could we?
Okay.
We need to get that. All right. So it's not an item to discuss anyway. Item, okay, so no, we're okay. Any questions, concerns? All right, so at 6:33?
No, 7:33, or 6:33.
Is it 6?
My bad.
6:33 on that watch there, that clock there. I'll call this meeting adjourned. Y'all have a great evening.
Nobody changes